lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Let's get into today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Dr. Heavenly calling melodyshari a mean girl. We are also going to be talking about some of the things that she said about destinypayton. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and everyone please like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Now let's talk about it. So Carlosking and Dr. Heavenly spoke about this revenge piece situation, and Dr. Heavenly spoke up. So she's like, she did not know that Arion had seen the revenge P. She stated that personally she doesn't have a sex tape, and that if she did, it would be in a place nobody would see it, right? Because she doesn't want her ass out so they can easily expose it. Now, first of all, I don't know anybody who would create, unless they are doing it for money, who would create an sex tape that they would want to be exposed. So I don't think anyone does that with that in mind. But I understand what she's trying to say, okay? I just feel like it's one of those things, like, it goes without saying, right? Like, I'm sure at the time Melody did it with her husband, she was thinking that it would never be exposed. She was thinking that he is gonna be fine. Like, this is her husband of how many years, right? So she's not going to be thinking this man is going to try to out her in the future, or worse, try to lie on her. Like, do you know how sinister that is? She did say, though, that she feels like arionnecurry and Martell have used the tape for some kinky-ish, and because it doesn't make sense that Arion has seen the tape. Let's be clear. She may be right about the kinky-ish, but also I feel like Arion hates Melody just as much as Martell does. They both hate Melody. They both want her to crumble. They both want whatever it is that she's built to crumble. For some reason, Arion believes that Melody is her enemy, which is ridiculous, because I'm like, if anything, Melody should be feeling like you're the enemy because you are. But how is the wife the enemy? Like, this is the problem. So I don't doubt that she could be sitting down trying to watch it. And also, remember, there was this relationship expert, in quotation marks, Derek Jane, whose wife used to watch videos that he had with other women so she can learn how to pleasure him, allegedly. So if that's also something that she had to do, who knows? Maybe that's something Arion is having to do. Maybe Arion is learning how to deal with his hook and a curve. I can't even say it. His hook and a curve, if that even exists, right? So I feel like, I feel like that may be it. So it makes sense that Dr. Heavenly, to an extent, may be correct on that. Now, she did also say that the ladies didn't go to Carlos's show because they were mad at Melody. Now, here's the thing. I agree with that, but what are they mad about? That woman has not done nothing to y'all, man. What is it? And if she has, speak up. What is it that this woman has done that is serious enough for y'all to decide not to show up to her event because you're mad at her? What could they possibly be mad about? I think bottom line, it boils down to they are just not feeling Melody. For whatever reason, perhaps they feel threatened by who she is and feel like she's usually always the center of attention. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever the case may be, they're refusing to swallow that to support this woman. Even a bouquet of flowers could have done the trick. If you know for a fact you don't want to show up to an event, let's say you're really scared of the millimeters, and this is your friend, and your friend is having a big day, wouldn't you post the event, share something about the event, shout her out in some way, send her flowers on the day of the event? There's so many things that you can do as a friend, even if you cannot be physically present for your friend. Like, I feel like people use friendship very, very loosely. Now, with Tisha, I can understand where Tisha is coming from, because Tisha said about if she wasn't invited to an event, blah, 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 because of what happened. Now, on the one hand, I get it, but she's just being vindictive, because if you guys both truly have talked about it and are cool and have said to move forward, if you keep going back to the past, then that means there's no moving forward. And if there's no moving forward, then what are you guys doing? Like, you might as well just cut it out and stop acting like you lot are cool. because there clearly ain't no moving forward. Tisha seems like one of those people where if she's mad at you, she gonna be mad forever. There is nothing you can do. She gonna be pissed forever. That's what it's given. I hope she gets over it. Now, you know, one thing I be liking about Dr. Heavenly sometimes is Dr. Heavenly be doing a bit of pow towards Carlosking every once in a while. She be calling him out every once in a while, and I'm absolutely here for it. So Dr. Heavenly called out Carlos for not bringing up the Destiny situation. As they're already halfway into the live, she talked about the fact that half of the cast have been arrested. I'm like, yes. It's like, what is going on? It's giving Love and Marriage Lock Up or Love and Lock Up. Like, what is going on? And I'm just like, too many people getting arrested is just insane. Like, something got to be done. Like, they need some really good castmates. They need to look into their background. I don't know, do something. Like, are you telling me that unreputable people who do not live a life of crime and who do not cut corners to be on the show? Like, it's a mess. So she did talk about Destiny, pointing out that she was homeless when Liberic left her right after she had the baby. Dr. Heavenly also talks about the fact that Destiny was dating Moses allegedly, and that she loves Destiny, but she's looking at Destiny a little sideways. And I'm like, I guess join the party. And then she says that basically Liberic left right after she had the baby, and they had to do a DNA test. And in her mind, it's telling her the baby is Moses's baby. Now, time out for a second. Now, I don't for a second believe that Liberic will be taking care of Moses' baby. I believe that man allegedly did a DNA test and realized that this baby was his. I think initially he probably did not think the baby was his because of potentially Destiny may have been messing with certain people. Who knows? Maybe Moses, maybe not, maybe nobody. But from Liberic's perspective, maybe he thought she was messing with somebody and decided to do a DNA test. Now, we cannot prove any of these things because it's all speculation. It's not like either of them have come out and said, you cheated, and so I had to do a DNA test, blah, blah. We ain't got that yet. So for now, we're just putting the pieces together as best as we can. So there could be errors, right? So everything I say on this channel, everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And just opinions, okay? So her mind is saying to her that it's Moses' baby. I don't believe that for a second. I feel like if it was Moses' baby, Liberic would have either outed it or Liberic would not be taking care of that child. The same Liberic that is pressing charges, I do not think that man is going to let it go if that baby was not his. I will say that. So I don't believe for a second that that is Moses' baby. Now, what may be plausible is that Destiny may have been cheating. Yes. But I do not for 1 second believe that that is Moses' baby. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, Carlos did try to joke and say that people are calling it Love in Huntsville after lockup, and I'm like, okay, well, to be fair, they're calling it a lot more than that. I think I've seen Love and Lockup, I've seen Love and Marriage Lockup, Love and Marriage Lockville. Like, I've seen a few different things in the comment section by other YouTubers. So like, it's not looking good. It's everything but Love and Marriage Huntsville at this point. Like, so Carlos, you better get it together. Now, of course, Carlos says his favorite line about not being able to say a lot because they're still filming. Now, to be honest, that's fair enough. He can't like give away storylines and stuff. Absolutely fair, right? But at the same time, give us a little something. Give us a little teaser. Like, you know, I'm sure you and the network can work it out and give us a little teaser. Like, let's get a few things, because what is the benefit of us listening to you do this recaps and stuff and talk about things if you're not going to give us a little bit of insight that we don't see on the show? I feel like we're not getting enough of that insight, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about that. So this is where I'm like, Dr. Heavenly is a joke. She says that Mel is her favorite. I'm like, girl, what? Are you right? Is this how you treat your favorite? Okay, okay, if you say so. Heavenly said that Mel is her fave. Can you believe that? Isn't that so funny? Like, do you really believe that Mel is her fave? And then she says, because Mel does not give a F, and sometimes she can come off as a mean girl. I'm like, girl, that's you. That is you. I do not see Mel coming off as a mean girl. What she comes across as is a woman that does not take nonsense. She comes across as someone that, if you don't start with me, there won't be nothing. But if you start with me, I will finish. And I appreciate that. Like, at the end of the day, she's one that she will stand her ground. She ain't gonna let you take her for a punk. She will stand and hold firm in her boundaries. And I feel like a lot of us could learn that. You know, let your no be no, let your yes be yes. And that's the kind of time Mel is on. So if she's like, I'm not coming to your event, she ain't coming. If she's like, I'm not about to be doing that, she ain't doing it. And so I don't think that's a mean girl. I feel like people need to learn the difference between holding firm to your boundaries and being a mean person. Those are completely, massively different things. Do you know what it means to be mean? That means you're unkind, you're unfair. Like, I've never seen her come across as unkind and unfair. If anything, remember when Kimmy was going through things and she was sending her flowers, she was supportive. That's what someone that is kind does. That's not what someone that is mean does. So ultimately, I'm not taking Dr. Heavenly's word for it. I think it's best to say that. No, Dr. Heavenly said something and I could not but agree with her. She said she noticed something off about Martell and Destiny, and that they had a chemistry the first time she met them. She was like, she had to ask Destiny if she had smashed Martell. And she's like, no, they've just been friends for a long time. But she said, like, that's something that's always been at the back of her mind. And I'm like, I see it too. Remember the scene where Destiny came over to Martell's house. Martell was wearing a robe and offered her wine. That they were giving googly eyes and this weird ass attraction to each other that I thought was nuts. I was like, you guys have been dipping and swimming in that ocean, in my opinion. It just seems too sexual to be nothing. Now, I may be wrong, but it comes off highly charged every time they're around each other. It's weird. It's weird. And yeah, I understand why Mel would have said I can't put anything past her, because it just seems very highly charged, to be completely honest with y'all. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you feel that Martell and Destiny have smashed before? Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post or go live. And let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.